This is a project to build the world's fastest bumper car. Why on earth would you want to do that? Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. World's fastest bumper car update. Current record stands at a smidge over 100 miles an hour. 100.3 miles an hour, I think, to be precise-ish. Which I didn't think was fast enough, but apparently it's not that easy. For a kick-off, you've got to find a bumper car, which I managed to do, but it was on the other side of the country. After we'd sorted that out, we had to make a bumper for it because ours didn't have one. And then you've got to find a motorcycle engine. Luckily, I had a Yamaha R6 lying around. Well, that was the easy bit. The difficult bit is getting the bugger to fit. So we built a chassis and some engine mounts. Carefully measured, of course, but didn't work out. So we had to go back to the drawing board and build a engine cradle. With the new cradle and the new rear engine mount, we managed to drop the motor under the magic 18 inches that we have in the body. Then, of course, some kind of exhaust system. We had to rethink the exhaust somewhat because we needed to put the steering under the motor. So the exhaust had to go somewhere else. Didn't end up using much of the original, as you can tell. But God bless flexi pipes. Next up, cooling. The original radiator and most of the original plumbing, just modified slightly for new positioning. Yes, the steering. We started off thinking we'd use kind of conventional go-kart type steering, but there's no place for it to go. So we had to route the steering column effectively under the motor. Which required a good old-fashioned rack and pinion. We tried all the combinations of universal joints that the universe has to offer, none of which really worked, so we had to resort to a steering box. With a little finagling and lathing and drilling, we got that all kind of hooked up. Only to find that the rack and pinion was on upside down, so when you steered left you went right and vice versa. Not helpful at 125 miles an hour, but we kind of got that sorted out, at least temporarily. Made myself a mini dashboard and got all the electrics working. What a relief, it turns over at least. Did a little work on the wheel alignment and wheels in general, which involved more bodywork modifications. Done some other bits and pieces, gear shift, seat, possible brake pedal. Not sure where all that's going to go yet because we don't know whether we're using a steering wheel or handlebars. Fuel system was typically complicated. We needed a filter, a pump, a tank obviously, and a regulator to make sure we're getting the appropriate 47.6 PSI. But now all that's in place, I guess we should be looking at whether the bugger starts or not, really. because otherwise the whole thing's a bit of a waste of time. So the story so far, 2 steps forward, 1 back, sometimes 1 forward, 2 back. Yes, it's been a complicated build so far, but we are getting there. If you find the project remotely interesting, which I guess you do, otherwise you wouldn't still be watching, so give it a thumbs up, this video, and subscribe down here if you haven't already. Appreciate your support in whatever form that may be, whether it's just watching the videos or donating towards this ridiculousness, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.